Alright, my very first video. This is Arthur Melcher, and I will be watching a little bit of NBA draft today. I'm going to go ahead and it's going to be a real boring video. It's my first video. I just want to get it uploaded. We're going to probably go for about an hour. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the draft. I'm just doing some work online. Nothing fancy. This is really mainly just to get me used to making videos for my YouTube channel. So this is completely unprofessional, completely just bare bones, just regular guy making a video. So I'm going to try to do that and then just maybe use some commentary while we're going here and see how it goes. All right. So let's see here. Well, I'm going to get to work here. Right now, the Pistons have the... Let's see. Pistons have the 15th pick. So they just traded last night for Tony Snell, and also I have to prop this up here. Man, I have to get a tripod or something. Holy crap. Not the best option for a prop. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Horrible camera work. I will be getting a tripod soon. Alright, so let's see here. So what we're gonna do, let's see, I could always get on Twitter, see if there's any juicy rumors going on right now. But anyhow, so we traded for Tony Snell last night for John freaking Lure, and also got the Bucks 30th overall pick. It was amazing trade for us, and it goes under the radar. No, these guys, alright, this is where I go off on a little bit of a rant, because guys on Twitter they just, I should be smarter than let that annoy me. That's one of my pet peeves about myself, but I just can't help it. These people are just so dumb. It's just amazing sometimes. But let me try to find a prop here. Man, I should have been better prepared before I started this video, but we're going to try to make do, okay? So let's see here. Oh, that's too high. You're not going to be able to see anything. So let's try something else. Not this. Try this. Okay. That's not good either. Man, oh man, can I just get a decent... Let me try this. Try to do this without stopping the recording. I do not want to stop the recording, so... Alright. So what I'm going to do here is and I'm not going to be able to talk for the whole hour, so this will be kind of boring in some regards. But there's a glare on that there. That's a little better. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but I'm going to be replying to some of these morons. Okay, so this guy's basically saying to catch. Essentially what I did last night is I said that the Tony Snell trade, I was like, what's the catch? You know, we get 30th overall pick, unload John Lure, who is essentially a third string center, where he's not, he's just wasted money. I mean, he was making close to $10 million a year, and then we trade for Tony Snell, who's making between 11 and 12, 11 this year and 12 next year. 12 next year is an option. So this guy, okay, make a long story short. So basically everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe we just got a first round pick, Tony Snell, for John Lure. Everybody's been wanting to move off John Lure's contract. It was supposed to come off the books next year. And we'd have that extra cap space. So, and, you know, we were thinking about a trade piece. If we could get out as an expiring deal, maybe somebody would want that. Well, basically what we traded for was a guy who essentially really the I gotta text somebody. I hope this doesn't mess with my video. Again, I'm so new at this, guys. I'm gonna get better. This is just really just something to, oh no, I don't want to see, and I don't really want to prop this up because I don't want to I don't want to lose my video, and because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit that stop record button. I wish my phone had a better, honestly, I wish this was just more of a, I wish I could do selfie mode on this recording. I can't though, so anyways, alright, so anyhow, make a long story short, what I'm doing now is just simply responding to this guy. Basically what I said last night is like, you know, what's the catch? You know, here we are, we get a guy that is a serviceable player, very good role player on our team. You know, he played for the Milwaukee Bucks, who had the best record in the league. His minutes went down this year after they signed him to a sizable deal. You know, just a couple of years ago, they signed him to a 4-year, $40-some million deal. He's a 3-and-D guy, which is exactly what we need. And people got a problem with it. I just don't understand that line of thinking. I mean, I don't understand how you can have a problem with a guy that's making that kind of money when you're giving up a guy that's completely, I don't want to say completely worthless, but he pretty much is. The only playing time John Lure got was when he, you know, we were down by 50 or up by 50, like basically garbage time. He's just not that good anymore. He was a bad contract when we signed him. Turned out he looked all right for, you know, looked like maybe a good deal for, you know, a couple months, and he just gassed out and hasn't been the same since. You know, injuries have played a big part in that. But we had to get rid of him. When we got out of his contract, got a guy that's going to... Here's the thing. Tony Snell is going to be much better for our team. Sure, we're going to pay a couple... He's overpaid. He makes more than John Lure, but his contract is much more palatable than John Lure's. Tony Snell's going to get a lot of minutes here. Tony Snell's going to be a good role player here. On top of that, we get the 30th overall pick in the draft. We need to take some shots. This team is lacking in young talent. We got some guys that may or may not pan out, but we need more of those guys. We need to take a couple shots to try to get. You can't go in a draft thinking with the 15th or 30th or obviously with the 45th pick that you're gonna draft a star player. But that's more chances that you will draft a star player, and we need that. So, I guess I don't understand what the drawback is. There's really no drawback. Yeah, sure, Tony Snell's on the books for next year. I look at it like this. It's real simple. He has a player option for 2020 at $12 million a year. If he doesn't play, if he plays well, then who cares? $12 million is not a lot of money. If somebody's contributing, he could very well be worth that. As far as if he plays horrible, do you think and that means we're going to play horrible? It's not going to be a good situation. You think most players don't stick around like that. It's not like he's not going to get anything if he leaves. He won't get close to 12 if he plays horrible. So it depends. It depends on the situation. Are you going to want to stick with a team where he just played bad for $12 million? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But either way, we have all that money coming off the books next year. There's no way it was the worst. And then plus we get the first round pick. And so that's what I'm going to tell this guy. It's basically, because, me and this other guy were talking, and it's like, basically we said, what's the catch? And he said the catch is that Snell is not a $12 million player, and that's what he's owed the next 2 seasons. Still good deal for the Pistons, though, in my opinion. Agreed. You got to be careful not to... I don't like to get in arguments on Twitter. I do banter back and forth, but I don't call anybody out by name. I don't... out of name, I should say. I'm not into, the Twitter bullcrap where people start saying nasty stuff to people. I don't understand that. I never have and I never will. So I try not to do that. I do get heated, but I get in heated debates, but nothing disrespectful. I'm just basically. I agree that it is a good deal for the Pistons. That is what the trade is for. The salary cap relief for the Bucks. However, it is not certain that Snell is not dead money. Nor is at this point. Snell overpaid? Sure. Will he be a much more valuable asset to a Piston team than he was a Buck first place? So, and then we gotta go in, and I usually don't use Twitter online. I usually use it on my phone, so this is kind of funky. Absolutely. Make sure you're still recording. Yep. Yeah, about 45 more minutes or so. Absolutely. We need a player like him. Classic. Overpay. For a guy that hasn't, no, actually for a team like us that is mediocre and isn't a preferred destination for free agents. Snell has had a PT, which is playing time, decreased on a team who has gotten significantly better. His play has not taken the same nosedive. There is a decent chance that his deal is much more attractive, much more palatable this time next year, depending on his play or his fit with us. His play will be about what it was with Bucks, maybe even slightly better, given more opportunity. Our reward for the risk, very small risk, is a late first rounder. All day, every day. Yes, please. That's how I feel about that. I do that. I do that trade, as they say, all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Let's see. Alright, let's see here. 3-team race for Kevin Durant was also Knicks, Nets, and Warriors. Yeah, jeez. I mean, that's getting old. I'm tired of talking about Kevin Durant. I really am. I like him. I like him as a player. I just think that a lot of media focuses on it's a handful of players when there's a ton of other players that need the attention. Yeah, I'm over the rain. By the way, I'm in Michigan, and the rain is just ridiculous. I mean, I thought it was, how sometimes you kind of play mind games on yourself. You don't, you get a little hyperbolic. Oh, this is the most rain I've ever seen, and really it's not. And I truly felt that way, and I'm just turned 40, and this is the most rain I've ever seen. And we're no longer. This isn't late May. This isn't early June. This is June 20th. We're halfway through the summer. It feels like, and not quite, but basically. And man, it's just been nothing but rain. I mean, not nothing but rain, but like we'll have a nice day, maybe a nice day or two, and then like 3-4 days of rain. Decent day and a couple days of rain, a nice day and a couple more days of rain. It's just I've never seen anything like it, and turns out I was right. I mean, I've just never seen this in my life, and it's not that I don't recall. I just literally have never seen this. I would know if it was this bad, and turns out it's true. Like we haven't had this much rain in since like the 60s or something, and I wasn't born in '79, so I was right. NBA draft former Ravens first round pick Marlon Humphrey ready to step into the spotlight as one of the NFL elite quarterback. He is one of the elite quarterbacks, in my opinion. Hoop Rumors mock draft. Let's see what they got going for tonight. I'd like to see it. Zion Williamson, of course. Ja Morant, of course. Nothing new here. Nothing to see. RJ Barrett to the Knicks. Darius Garland to the Pelicans. There's going to be so many trades that none of this is really going to shake out like this. Culver to the Cavs. DeAndre Hunter to the Suns. Chicago Bulls taking Kobe White. Atlanta Hawks, Cam Reddish. That's where I would like to get. I like Cam Reddish. I'd like to get Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish goes. Cam Reddish might go to the Pelicans at 4 if they keep the pick. If not, I think the Cavs take him. I'd love to get Cam Reddish. I'd be a happy camper. Kevin Porter Jr. I want Kevin Porter Jr. Seiko Dumbayo. Charlotte Hornets, Jackson Hayes. Tyler Harrell. I like Harrell too. Pistons, they keep giving us Romeo Langford. I don't want that. He doesn't shoot. I'd rather have Humi Achara. I'd rather have Keldon Johnson. Hachimura. Brandon Clark is not dropping that far. Nicole Alexander Walker, I'd rather have him. I'd rather have Bull. Definitely rather have Keldon Johnson. KZ Akpala, I like him a lot. I wouldn't mind him with our 30th pick. I don't know if he'll make it that far. Cam Johnson. People are clamoring for Cam Johnson. I just don't want a 23-year-old rookie. I'm sorry. Reminds me too much of Justin Jackson, which, as a matter of fact, I'm going to look up Justin Jackson. I don't know how old he was when he was drafted. Let's see here. 17, 18, Sacramento. He got traded to Dallas. 3-point percentage, 37.230. He's not lighting it up, but he was a terrific college shooter. How old is he? He is... Hey, man. Things used to... Sometimes with, like, technology, things have gotten worse. It used to be so much easier to find stuff about players. ESPN's is not very good anymore. He's 24, so when he was drafted, he was 22. And that's who he reminds me of. Cam Johnson reminds me of Justin Jackson. Let's see if he's got college stats. He is only a 34% three-point shooter in college. Oof. I thought he was better than that, 37. Okay. He was touted as this, like, sharpshooter. But anyways, Darius Bazley, 26 to Cleveland. Bruno Fernando, Center Maryland. Man, there's a lot of plays I'd rather have, but let's... Man, I do not want Romeo Langford and Bruno. I just don't. Sorry. Could be wrong. I'm not always right. It's not a call from Blissfield. I have no idea what that was about. Alright, I'll be right back. I Maybe a telemarketer. They're getting good at using local numbers. Hey, can I use your phone real quick? Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, alright. So, move this out of the way. See if we got the brightness up. Display. I feel like this isn't bright enough, but oh well, whatever. Okay, let's see. I'm also a Tiger fan, so I was reading a little bit about the Tigers. Really nothing. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I figured there'd be a little bit more movement today, a little more pre-draft stuff. More pre-draft stuff here. I really hope the Pistons are players to move up tonight. I don't think they will be. I just think there's prime talent in the top 10. No, there's not. Top prime talent, it's top 3. Man, nothing. Well, I guess that's that. Not going to be trading for him anytime soon. So, make a long story short, as far as who is likely to be there at 15, if we stay at 15, you know, until yesterday we were in desperate need of a wing. I would love a wing, because for one, that's just like where the meat of the draft is, especially where we're picking is prime. You're not going to get, I mean, at 15, you're not going to get one of the top point guards, and then the next like kind of group of point guards is going to be somebody that you could get with the 30th or 45th pick. There's a guy that I like in the second round named Jordan Bone out of Tennessee. I really like him. I think he's going to be a good player. I like his game. kid out of Purdue, Carson Edwards. I don't know. He's more of a scorer, so they compare him more to like a Lou Williams or something. Which, I mean, shoot, if you get somebody like that in the second round or late first, I'm okay with that too. But I mean, I guess I don't know. I'd rather. Man, I want to shoot for the stars. I don't care if we do it with all 3 picks. Like, just risky, whatever. Something's got to pay off eventually. We need star players, star talent. I wish we could trade Drummond, honestly. I would love to trade Drummond for a, top 10 pick or something. That would be awesome. Maybe to the Hawks. Hawks got 3 picks. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Weird thing about the NBA is that you don't always expect these players to play right away, which is odd to me. Like these first round picks, I guess it's because they're so young. It's not like the NFL where these guys get to play for 3 years in college. Like these guys are coming out of, first round picks and everything. Most of them are going to be freshmen, which is crazy. But, I mean, that's the best players in the country, I guess. And then they go first. Nothing's happening. Like, almost nothing. I don't understand. Oh boy. Crappy rainy day. Let's see what else we got going on here. I had to say I wouldn't look for any shakeups. So we'll probably, I couldn't imagine moving up from like 15 to like top 8. I don't know what that would cost. We really don't have the assets. The only thing we got is that 30th pick. and I don't think that's enough. And I definitely don't want to move Kennard. Kennard's like our best tradable asset, but I don't want to trade him. He's a good player. He's a shooter. We cannot trade shooters. We just can't. Unless it's Langston Galloway, because he's considered a shooter, but he's also, God, I guess, dead money. Drummond. Man, if we can move on from Drummond. But we'd be stuck without a starting center. Just plug somebody in there, man. I don't think it's as difficult as people act. I mean, you're not going to get back. It's not like you're going to replace Drummond's rebounding. We all know that. You're not going to replace his level of play, most likely. But he's just that. With this team, he's an anchor, and not in a good way. He's like an anchor for this team. He's not letting us go anywhere. He's limited. The days of that kind of a center are gone. He's not. They try to act like he's going to be this, like, he's going to evolve into this, like, mid-range shooter, this three-point shooter, and videos of him in the summer. Oh, he's athletic. He's taking guys off the dribble. You know, that's great in summer games, man, when everybody's playing lax and you're not playing against NBA competition, or if you are, it's a lax game. It's some kind of celebrity all-star game or some bullshit. But there's no way in heck that he's going to play like that in a game. Not gonna happen. So we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. So let's see what happens now. Notifications. Somebody liked or commented. Oh no. Let's see what NBA.com has. One final hat check. Consensus mock draft. Let's see what this says. Maybe later. Okay, most common picks. Well, this is crap. I don't like that at all. It's worthless. Burns me up. This guy right here, Donovan Mitchell, should be a Piston. He's not. We messed that up. Hardcore. Man. Dang shame. Dang shame. Oh, this is worthless. Let's see here. Let's try ESPN.com. See what these guys have to say. latest mock draft intel on all 60 picks. No, not subscribing to ESPN Plus, sorry. And always want something, huh? I don't ever visit ESPN.com anymore. Let's go to NBA home. Draft trades to watch. Why the fun can start as high as number 4. Let's see what they have to say. Alright, another prospect at number 4. Both teams with point guards need to strike out. What will the Honks do with all their picks? That might be the most interesting team to watch the draft night. They hold 8. They just got too many young guys. Too many young guys. So you're not going to want to add 4 draft picks. Thursday. How long ago was this? Let's see what happens here. I don't understand why people make a big deal about workouts. So what? So what a guy's working out? I actually seen this lady, Miss Pat. Forgot about her. Seen her in Toledo. This is about the most ignorant statement ever. That's a gross analogy. Man, bunch of nothing going on. What would the Celtics do with all their picks? Trade a couple for Andre Drummond. That's what they should do. Free up some cap space for us. I'm going to wrap it up here in a couple minutes. We're just, I'm rambling on. Like I said, it's my first video. Cut me some slack, guys. So, be much, much better, much more informed. I literally just wanted to figure out how to record a video. So, my first time doing it. Again, just want to thank you guys for listening, if you did or not. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but that's okay. This is just some practice. So if you see this and then a couple years down the line, really giving you some good sports content, then fantastic, right? So that's the plan. I just want to figure out how to do this thing. And today's a big day. It's draft day. There's going to be a lot of trades, a lot of moving around, a lot of pieces. So I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. So the Pistons better do something now that we got 3 picks. We're not in desperate need of a wing, so we don't need to reach. If we see somebody at 15, not like goals, and we're sitting there at 15, we don't need to reach. So, but then again, there's no, take a backup center at 15. Unless it's Bull where you're knowing that he has a lot of, like a high ceiling, he could really blossom. Even with him, obviously he has concerns. If he didn't have those body concerns, he'd be going number 1. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Let me check a couple things before I let you go. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's just go back to NBA draft. ESPN.com trade machine. I just look to be myself, even without mystery draft prop bets. I'm best guard in the draft. No, you're not. No, you are not. Man. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh boy. Well, again, thanks guys. Thanks for listening. Hope to bring you better content. I'll forever be my first video, forever be my worst. Go Pistons. Let's do this thing. Let's get at least a good player or 2. Hopefully, let's just hope that a superstar falls in our laps, that we just pick the right guy. A lot of it's luck. You just never know what's going to happen, So, like I said, go Pistons.